Hello and welcome to It's a Sports World. I'm Joshua Minker, and this month we're going to be covering the Olympics. I am a huge Olympic fan, so to be covering the Olympics is extremely exciting for me. I am working to become a sports broadcaster, and I'm currently in college at the Dan Patrick School of Sportscasting at Full Sail University. With that, I've decided to start this channel and see how well I can do and progress between now and when I graduate next July. Alright, so I wanted to jump in and say this real quick. Popping up on your screen is a rough draft of ideas that I have for deep dives of certain sports that I want to do. With a full workload and school load, I might not be able to find time to do every single one of them, but I will try my best. I also wanted to say that on this channel, we are going to be covering these events as they happen. So, in other words, you can join me and I will be feeding you live information as the day progresses when the sports become active. So you can tune in back here during the Olympics time. We're going to have up-to-the-minute updates before anybody else knows. You got to remember, France time is different. French time, European time is a little bit different. So you're going to be able to figure that all out here before anybody else seems to even know. All right, guys, off and on to the rest of the video. I hope you guys enjoy. And with that being said, the Paris 2024 Olympics are scheduled to start on July 26th and end on August 11th. Really quick look at this U.S. men's basketball team. We're just going to kind of fly through these so you guys can just see what this channel is going to kind of be about. Starting it off, every single person on this U.S. men's basketball team has been in the Olympics before. Kevin Durant and LeBron James have both been to 4 times, I believe. So that's going to be really exciting to see. Both of them always give their all when it comes to Team USA. So I think you're going to see, as always, a lock for that Team USA taking home the gold medal for basketball. I really think we're a shoe in there. For those who don't know the team, I'm going to read all 12 of them down to you. Bam Adebayo, Devin Booker, Steph Curry, Anthony Davis, Kevin Durant, and Anthony Edwards. You can actually see on your screen, if I'm doing my editing right, what I'm talking about here. Up next on that opposite side, those other 6 you're staring at, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Halliburton, Drew Holiday, LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, and Jason Tatum. And I think if you're going to ask me what I think the players to watch, of course, in my opinion, Steph Curry, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, and Kevin Durant, they always make huge impacts and huge splashes for Team USA when they're playing in the Olympics. And I think that they're going to do it again this time around, so do not count them out. I really look forward to watching this basketball team get to playing some great basketball and in some great Olympic action. Do not count out their opponents. But like I said, we're going to deep dive more into this basketball as we progress through the month before the Olympics start. All right, so here we go. Now on the other side, we have a women's national team that looks really good. Going for their 9th straight gold medal. It's filled with top talent, including Sabrina Ionescu, Diana Taurasi, Chelsea Gray, Aja Wilson, Alyssa Thomas, Brianna Stewart, Brittany Griner, Jackie Young, Jewel Lloyd, Callie Cooper, Kelsey Plum, and so many more. This team is filled with amazing women who love to play the sport of basketball. And even without any Caitlin Clark, I think this team is able to get it done. That's the storyline. But I don't think it will be an issue. I think these women can play the sport of basketball just as well. And I think you're going to see a 9th straight gold medal come home for Team USA in women's basketball. Now, one of the heart and soul teams of the Olympics for Team USA, a team that always seems to have our back, the United States women's national team. For the first time, no Alex Morgan that I can remember. There's no Megan Rapinoe. There's no Carly Lloyd. It's a new group. It's a younger group, and you're going to see some amazing displays of athleticism from these women. The talent from this United States women's national team is unmatched, and I still think that they have the ability to take home gold. Forwards like Crystal Dunn, Trinity Rodman, Mallory Swanson, that this team, I think, still has the ability to take home gold. I think Alyssa Nair has now been in that gold medal goal situation now for a while. I think she does well. I think this team is going to be very fun to watch. And again, more soccer deep dive to come in a future video. So more information on that, just getting us hyped up and ready for this Team USA action. And up next, of course, you got to talk about them. Yeah, that's right. For the first time since 2016, the United States men's national team qualified for the Olympics. That's pretty big. Sadly, though, I can say that we did not qualify for the Copa America tournament. We did just lose in the group stages. So, a little bit of nervousness there, but Pulisic and the boys, I think, are going to be able to have a very good chance at least getting into the bracket. I would love to see how far they can go. I would love to see semifinals. I'm believing in this team. Again, we're going to do a lot more of a deep dive into this soccer team in the coming days. We'll have a lot more information. I'm kind of waiting a little bit more to see how everything fades out from today. That's my big thing with this team. I want to see what goes on, if there's any changes between now and the end of the week or the end of the next 2 weeks to see any big changes before the Olympics. So as I'm going to speed up through the end here, I wanted to get into those big sports that we're going to cover, and we're going to cover all these sports that I'm going to show you in a lot more depth in the coming weeks. But right off the bat, we're going to cover gymnastics. Of course, we get a Simone Biles' return. This gymnastics team, though, has not been hyped up like these gymnastic team that she's been on in the past. So to see how well she does and how well this team does will be very exciting to see, and a lot of great storylines coming out from that. We also are going to follow the men's gymnastics team, of course, and we are very excited to see what they can do, and a lot of excitement built up for this gymnastics. We always do well in gymnastics, and I'm very excited to see how well we do with gymnastics now. We also are going to see some swimmers. No Michael Phelps, so that's sad to say. No Michael Phelps, but we're going to see great swimmers like Katie Ledecky, and again, we're going to jump into some of the great swimming. That's going to be a whole episode. I'm very excited for that episode. We do very well in swimming, and I'm really expecting us to do well in swimming again this year. The swimming trials were just held in Indianapolis, and that was absolutely amazing to watch. I thought it was great, thought it was so much fun, and I'm very excited to see how they hold it in a river in France. And again, we're also going to actually cover more on that story if you guys have been following that and any of that information. What's been going on in France with that river is absolutely terrible, but we'll cover that more in a couple days. Track and field, a huge event, and everybody from javelin throws to discus to, of course, running the 500 meter, the 100 meters, whatever, the walk run, the shooting. I don't think that's going to be considered track and field. That's a whole different thing, but all of that we'll talk about here coming up in the next couple of weeks. I'm very, very excited for what is to come. And at 3-on-3 basketball, the next two sports that we're going to talk about real quick before we're starting to close everything out. I can't have a video longer than 15 minutes right now. The biggest thing we're going to close out with here, 3v3 basketball, is something I will cover extremely in depth. I love it as a sport. I'm so excited. I'll cover that from day one. I'm very excited to talk more about 3v3 basketball. We all love normal basketball, 5v5, international basketball, but 3v3 basketball is underrated, and it's so much fun to watch, so quick, and it's just absolutely amazing, and I cannot wait to dig deeper into that over the next coming couple of weeks. And finally, my favorite sport in all of the Olympics, European handball. By far, and when I say this might be an episode, it might be 2 episodes. The deep dive is coming on Olympic handball. I can promise you that. Or Olympic handball, European handball, excuse me. I'm very excited to talk about it. It's been my sport for a very long time. I loved watching it from a long time ago. I would watch YouTube videos of European handball, so I'm excited to pass out that to all of you guys back at home watching. It's very, very exciting. Alright guys, so that's it. That's our first video done. You know what this channel is going to be about for at least this first month. Off into the future, there will be football, basketball, plenty of other sports, but we're going to focus one at a time. And the first month we're worrying about is this Olympic journey. So you can stay covered here at It's a Sports World. and we will have all your information for the Olympics this month. Again, check out that schedule and come back to tune into us when we have our next video posted, hopefully by the end of the week. Thank you all for tuning in, and we hope to join you, we hope that you join us next time. Thank you very much. I'm Joshua Minker.